I feel like the people of Venezuela, as far as from what I've seen, would welcome the pressure from America that they're seeing right now, because apparently Maduro is accused of being corrupt. He's accused of having their economy in the trash. They've had like this mass exodus in Venezuela over the years. Millions of people have fled that country. So I don't think there's a lot of love lost. In fact, there was an election, the last election, people claim that Maduro stole it, that the opposition candidate won in a landslide, and that there were protests in the street. They ended up arresting a bunch of people. Some people were killed, and Maduro just didn't leave. Trump administration has never acknowledged his presidency. They basically said that's an illegitimate president, and now they have all this military pressure on him. They've said that he is a narco-terrorist leader, that he is basically leading all the drug dealers in Venezuela, that he's got to get out of there. Venezuela has offered up their oil and gold and offered for Maduro, the president, to step down in 3 years, and that wasn't good enough for the Trump administration. They said no to that deal. They just want him gone. They have a $50 million bounty on his head. Of course they want him gone. Apparently, there is that opposition leader in Venezuela who allegedly is working with the United States for a potential time when she takes power. It's some 100-hour plan they've got going on. The lady's in hiding right now, according to CBS News, but it's the same lady who just happened to win the Nobel Peace Prize. You remember she shouted Trump out when she won it? And so that's the same woman. Again, apparently she's in hiding. The bigger question to me is, again, what happens if this all works out the way you think it will? Like, if you've got this opposition president ready to go, and if the U.S. ends up going in and doing something that puts enough pressure that gets Maduro out of there, we've seen all of these troops and this, big military effort that they've got positioned there in the Caribbean and Puerto Rico. Do the military forces that are currently protecting Maduro fall in line? Do they also try to go and seize power? Do any of these militias that they've got in the country decide they want a shot to seize power? How do they know if toppling that doesn't send them into more chaos, more unrest? Would they have to put troops on the ground to make sure that this woman doesn't get, cooed in her own country right afterwards?
I can't see a scenario in which they wouldn't have to put boots on the ground. I mean, if the US is responsible, it's the kind of the Pottery Barn principle, isn't it? If you break it, you own it. You have to protect the government that you just put in power.
I think the American public is tired of forever wars right now, so I think it's very difficult for us to make a commitment that we're gonna do something like that. But I do believe that that internationally there would be troops that would go in if they needed to.